Hello everyone, it is Miss P. I am going to walk you through how to submit Google Classroom assignments using Kami. Okay, I hope you're excited. So if you have an iPad or a tablet, go ahead and open your Google Classroom app. Okay, if you have a laptop or a computer, go ahead and open the internet web browser. So that is your Google Chrome, that's your Firefox, Safari, Internet Explorer, any of those options. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can walk through. So I go to Google. Now, some of you are familiar with going through Clever, and that's completely fine. Go ahead into Clever. We're just trying to get to our Google Classroom. So I'm going to add an account. Thank you so much to this parent for allowing us to use your child's account to show this video. I'm going to put in my 7-digit student ID number at bcpss.org. It's going to direct me to the city page. Typically, I would then put in my password, all right, which is the B student 19. Now what I'm going to do is go to my Google Classroom. Notice I can see all of my teachers. When you're using the tablet or the iPad, same thing. You open up the Google Classroom app, you put sign in with Google, you'll put in your 7-digit student ID at bcpss.org, and then you'll enter in that password. You're now prompted with your teacher's pages. I'm going to go ahead to my homeroom teacher. Now this is so important. Pay attention to this one. I go to the 3 lines over here, the main menu. I then click on to do. This changes the game, everyone. I can see all of my assignments in one location. So I can see every assignment that I was assigned. I can go over to the missing tab and see any assignments that are missing. And then I can go over to the done tab and see what have I already completed. So let's go ahead to assigned. I'm going to click on the assignment. You'll notice here that it says your work with the PDF versions. I'm going to open one up. I'm then going to press open with Kami. Again, this tutorial is just to talk to you about how to submit work using Kami. So I open with Kami, waiting. All right, it's loading. Here we are. So the most important features on Kami are the text box. So I can click on the text box. The text box allows me to start typing, right? It also have the option of I also have the option of using the drawing feature. So right here, I'm deciding what color I'd like to use. I'm just going to stick with black. I can also decide the thickness of the pen I'm using. So I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. And then I can go ahead and write on, obviously, you would be writing real words, but I can go ahead and write on the document. Let's say I make a mistake. I just hit the eraser button, and then I go ahead and start erasing. So real quick, let's pretend that I'm saying, okay, where are they? I didn't read the text right now. You should always read the text, but I'm just going to put some scribbles so you can see the saving process. All right, yay, I did my work. When you're actually doing your work, please make sure you are reading all of the directions, you are reading all of the text, and then you are also reading the questions and answering the questions that are asked. So I'm finished with this assignment. I'm going to press save. Will turn in. Some of you will have the turn in button. Some of you will only see the floppy disk. Now, for those that are very young, the floppy disk used to be the way that we saved all of our information on the computer. Now it's just a click and it saves, but it used to be a physical floppy disk that you would have to insert into the computer, press save, take it out, and do all of that. But I'm going to go ahead and press save. Now, if you have the option that says turn in, go ahead and press that option once you're finished the assignment, because it will turn in your assignment. Now, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to go ahead and save to my Google Classroom, my Google Drive. I'm sorry, I'm going to save to my Google Drive. I'm going to press save now. It is going to save it to my Google Drive, which is fantastic because my email account or your email account is connected to your Google Drive. So basically meaning that it will stay there forever until you decide to delete it. So I went ahead and I saved it. I'm going to go back to my Google Classroom. Back to the assignment, I'm going to press add or create. When I press add or create, I'm then going to click Google Drive. Why? Because that's where I saved the document that we just did. So I'm going to click Google Drive. I'm going to click on the assignment I was just working on. Click on it. I'm going to press insert. Okay. I find the document. I press insert. It has already been attached, as you see. So then what I do is I click on it. Uh-oh, look at that. There are no writings, which means that I did not save the work correctly. So it's also important, friends, that when you are trying to submit your work, when you're uploading something, that you also go in and check before you press submit. Because as you see, this is a blank document. I don't want to turn that into my teacher. That means I didn't do the work. So let's go back. I'm going to press again, open with Kami. I have my assignment. I'm writing on it. I want to press turn in. Because this assignment is brand new and I still have the option to turn in, that is why it is showing like this. But what I'm going to do is show you an older assignment as well. But when I press turn in, then it will turn into my teacher. Okay, again, if you do not have that option, I'm about to show you what our next steps are. All right, so I'm going to go ahead back. Let me go to an older assignment. Again, I go to my to-do list. Let's go back to this one in September. I click on it. I'm going to again press open with Kami. I'm going to press convert because it's just converting to a Kami file for me. All right, here we go. I can minimize this. So you see how big it is? I can just come over here and minimize, zoom, zoom, zoom. All right, so that's a good size for me. I'm going to go ahead. Again, you're actually going to read what's being asked of you and then fill in the correct answers to the best of your ability. I'm going to press save. Here's the floppy disk. Notice that this save does not have the turn in option, right? So I can press save here. I'm going to press create my own copy in Google Drive. It's saving in my Google Drive. Beautiful. I'm going to press save one more time for good measure. Save now. It is on autosave, but I just want to make sure that I'm saving my work. All right, it's been saved. It is in my Google Drive. I go back to my Google Classroom. I press add or create. Click on my Google Drive. Click on the assignment that I'm working on. Press insert. There it is. I'm going to take a look. Okay, notice how the work is not there again. So what does that mean? Let's go back to the drawing board. Press the X. Add or create. Google Drive. Let me see. There it is. See, my scribbles are there. Your real work should be there. So it may take a couple moments to save and then transfer over. So you want to give it a couple moments. But then again, I go in add or create. I upload my file. I check to make sure that my work is actually there. And once I'm like, yes, it's there. Okay, I did the work. I then press turn in. I am not going to press turn in right now because I do not want this student to have to talk to Miss Washington to then have to, have it reassigned and then try again. But the next step would be once I look to make sure my work is there, I press turn in and my teacher gets a copy. All right, if you have additional questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to your teacher. Your teacher is very helpful with these situations. Definitely rewind the video though, take the time to watch it, learn about it. And if you have more questions, by all means, please reach out to your teacher, and also feel free to leave comments below this video. Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day or evening, depending on what time you're watching this. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.